Okay, so we are going there. In Toy Time Galaxy, it's possible to trigger a floating pipe that is locked behind a maze of death barriers. It's a pain in the butt to get to, and I'm probably going to die a bunch, but it's pretty neat. So let's take a closer look. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Time Galaxy. Last time we covered the mysterious sky train that's inaccessible, but this time I want to go over a floating pipe I discovered. So what I love about Super Mario Galaxy is how the areas load when you get near them. Typically this changes the direction of the gravity, alters the things that load. It often leads to a lot of funny things that occur if you were to skip over that, I guess, initial entry. So for this video, we're actually gonna go to the bottom of Toy Time Galaxy, assuming I don't die, and go near this floating cake. Now this cake, as I die, so we kind of have to go out and around because if we go directly, we're going to get stuck into a black hole. So we're gonna fly out here, and then we're gonna swoop on down to this cake right here. So this, and I hit a death barrier. Okay, so now we didn't die coming down here. As I lie. Okay, so it's very tricky to actually get to this cake that we want to go to because there's so many death barriers around it. But that pipe right there that you can see on screen is actually where we want to go. I think I'm going to die if I proceed going straight towards it, but we're going to try. And I died again. So I got to figure out a way to go around this. There's like a specific way you have to go. Okay, I think I got it this time. So we are now in close proximity of the floating pipe, which is right here. And it's very interesting because obviously it's not connected to anything, but we still can go down it. And it's going to take us way off to the side of the map. And I'll actually cover this in a little bit of where we just went. But this is a typical area. You just collect all the music notes, yada, yada, yada. So the reason why this is the floating pipe of death is because I cannot leave this pipe now. So watch what happens when I try to leave this pipe. So basically Luigi will die every time he jumps out of this pipe. So every time I respawn, I'm going to just keep dying over and over and over again. When I try to go into the actual flying animation, Luigi just gets stuck. And now I'm going to fall into either into a black hole or continually falling forever. I'm not sure which one's going to happen, but I'm not going to stick around to find out. So something else that's interesting about this area is this cake. As you can see, as I'm having trouble trying to land on it, gravity has not shifted yet. I avoided gravity changing, so this is like really hard to land on. And on top of that, Luigi slides so much on it. Because normally when you're on this, and I'll cut to this in a little bit, but the cake is correctly oriented, you're not on the cake at an angle, you're not going to indefinitely slide. I think you can get stuck in like a sliding animation over here or something. So let's actually go to the cake the normal way. So now that I'm traveling through the level properly, you'll notice all these different utensils loaded. Those were not there before, the enemies were not there before. All this occurred because I passed through the switch area to basically initiate these. And this is also where the pipe comes into play. So the pipe is floating originally because these objects failed to load. When in reality, it typically sits right here on the edge of the spoon so that when we come out of the pipe, we are not cast into the great unknown to our death. So we just land right on the spoon itself. But now that gravity is on this cake, we can actually navigate it properly. The candles are lit. The candles were not lit before. Star bits are here. We can actually, use the cake as intended. However, I have to say the actual cake, when it's not loaded properly, is a lot more interesting, at least in my perspective. But one last thing I wanted to show you is this pipe area. So when you go into these pipes, they take you to these different places around the map. There's supposed to be these voids or these dark areas. But the way Super Mario Galaxy actually loads these is by, well, not by doing that, but by having the pipes spawn you to areas way far away on the map. So the small little planet I'm flying to right now that's on the edge of the map, this is actually the pipe area that we were in before. And you'll notice it when I get close because it will start loading that mysterious aura of a surrounding. This is how they do in this game. All of the pipe areas are typically stored beneath the map or way far in the distance so you can't actually see them. And they typically just teleport you to way over there. And that's when you do the underground activity, then you return through the pipe back to the actual map. So as we get closer to this, you can already see all the objects loading. And now here comes the Dark Void. So now we are within this globe. We've taken on the gravity of this planet. And we can actually fly through this darkness into the interior of the pipe and land. Now the camera's a little different than usual because we came in here through a different way. Obviously the song did not change as well. And I think the cake's not loaded, so we're probably gonna die. Yep, we're gonna die. So that about wraps up our second trip to Toy Time Galaxy with the mysterious floating pipe. There's of course so many more Super Mario Galaxy things to cover. I have a huge list that I want to go over, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're looking forward to more content coming your way. Thanks for watching, guys and gals, and until my next video, cheers. If you're looking for some more deadly content, I highly recommend checking out my video on Super Mario 64's Deadly Door. If that sounds interesting, give it a click, and I'll see all of you next time.